everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new to my channel and do not know who I am, my name is Adrena, and go ahead and just give me a like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. You already know what to do. But anyways, I just wanted to share some important news with you guys. It's been a while, a long while, and I do want to try to be more consistent with this channel and this whole YouTube thing. So we'll just see what happens. You never know, but it's worth a try. But anyways, so for those of you guys who do not know, I am pregnant. So, yeah, I'm currently pregnant right now. I'm currently 18 weeks and 3 days pregnant. Very, very exciting. I'm very excited and happy and just ready to meet my little one. But anyway, so guys, let me tell you how I found out I was pregnant. So I found out I was pregnant at about 3 weeks. So when the baby wasn't even a baby, it was pretty much just like a little pregnancy sac forming. So how this happened was I didn't have no symptoms at all. It was actually October 22nd during the night, and I ended up texting my man. Keep in mind, he's literally laying right next to me. I just feel like I couldn't, I was scared to say it verbally, so I just texted him and I was like, hey, I think I'm pregnant. Out of nowhere, it was late at night, I think. But anyway, so I texted him. I was like, hey, I think I'm pregnant. And he looked at me. He's like, are you sure? How do you know? Have you even taken a test? I was like, no. He's like, then why are you saying you're pregnant? And I was like, I just think I'm pregnant. So the morning comes around, October 23rd. Yeah, October 23rd, the morning comes around, and I think I already had got a test from Dollar Tree, the cheap ones, and I went into the bathroom. It was 10 o'clock in the morning, and I took it, and sure enough, 2 lines pop up. And I was shocked. I even read the box, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant. And I went into the room, and I was so in shock that I was so shaky. When I'm nervous or in shock or something, I get shaky bad, where I can't even talk because my voice is so shaky also. So then I show him the test. I was like, yeah, I'm pregnant. I think I'm pregnant. And then so he's like, are you sure? What? He was shocked too. So anyways, we ended up going to the store and we got those first response tests, the 2-pack where it comes with a digital one and a regular one. So we got those and I took them. And the one that wasn't digital, of course it had 2 lines also, said I was pregnant. Positive pregnancy test. The digital one was not reading. I don't know if I didn't hold it in my urine long enough or what, but it didn't want to read it. So that one just kind of didn't say anything. So then I was still in disbelief, so I took a picture of the 2 positive tests and I sent them to my auntie, and I was like, is there any possible way these tests can be wrong? I could get a false positive test, So I was still in disbelief. So I was like, is there any possible way? And she's like, no, you're pregnant. And I was like what? It wasn't really prevented. I didn't try to prevent me not getting pregnant, But it wasn't really something that was planned, that I was trying. But it was kind of one of those things that if it happens, it happens. Me in my head, I kind of wanted it to happen, but I just didn't think it would happen because I wasn't on birth control at the time, but I was on birth control a long period of time where I just figured that I wouldn't get pregnant for a while, the medicine would still somehow be in my system, which obviously wasn't the case because I'm pregnant. So we were still in disbelief, so I was like, okay, I think I need to go to the doctors to confirm this. So then, because of COVID and stuff, my man couldn't go to the doctors with me, so I ended up going to an urgent care and just BSing, telling them I don't feel good, blah, 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 I don't know what's wrong. And that's when they confirmed I was pregnant. And I was like, okay, like this is real, like I'm really pregnant, you know? So then, because I feel like was so early along, she's like, I advise you to go to the hospital and just make sure that the pregnancy is a growing, healthy, forming pregnancy, like it's forming healthy, you know? And so I was like, okay. So I come back to the house. I pick up my man or whatever. He ends up driving us to the ER, and then I go get checked just to make sure everything's okay. They do urine test, blood work, and all that, just to make sure that, and an ultrasound, just to make sure that everything is okay, that it's not an ectopic pregnancy or anything like that. And then they also, since I was so early along in my pregnancy, they did want to keep track of my HCG levels, like my hormonal levels, and make sure they're increasing the way that they should be. That pretty much just means like your HCG levels are going up, meaning your pregnancy is like forming, you know? So every week I had to go to the doctors and get blood drawn just to make sure my levels are increasing, which they were. And that's also when we kind of found out that I was about 3 weeks pregnant, because like there wasn't really a baby in there yet. It was just like the pregnancy sac, you know? But anyways, so by the end of that night, we were pretty convinced, and it was pretty real that I'm pregnant, you know? Like there was no doubt about it whatsoever. So then we start calling people. I didn't want to tell anybody. Like I really didn't, like, but like I feel like part of me was really excited at this point now. Like at first I was in shock and disbelief, and I was just kind of like, I didn't really know what to think. I wasn't really mad or like angry or sad. Like I didn't think anything negative about it, but I was just like whoa. And then my man, on the other hand, he was like just full of emotions, like more emotions I feel like than me. Like he like really didn't know, like he was speechless, you know? But anyways, later that night I feel like it kind of set in that we're gonna be parents now. And then we started calling people, letting people know. We told his mom, we told like my family, you know, and everybody is excited for us. Like we really have a lot of support, which I'm really thankful for, you know? So during my first trimester, I really, like I said, I had no symptoms. Like I kind of just had this weird feeling that I was pregnant. I had no symptoms whatsoever. Besides, I was like more moody and emotional, but I had no like sickness whatsoever. I really didn't have cramping. I guess I was a lot more tired. I think even like my mother-in-law seen that I was sleeping a lot. But like other than that, I really didn't have any symptoms my first trimester. And like I'm also the type of person that if I get nauseous, I usually don't throw up. Like I'm not the type of person that throws up. Not even when I'm sick. The only time I like throw up is like if I consume too much alcohol. But like when I'm sick or like nauseous, I never throw up. So I didn't really have any weight loss either. Now that I'm in my second trimester, like I'm starting to put on a little bit more weight. Like my body's growing, like my breasts are growing and they're like a little bit more tender. My belly's growing, obviously. But like other than that, like still I don't have much symptoms. I feel like now the further along in my pregnancy that I'm getting, I get more nauseous here and there compared like my first trimester. And then like also like I'm starting to have like muscle cramps, like leg cramps, and like my back is always hurting. But then other than that, I feel like this pregnancy's kind of been going smooth so far, which I'm very like grateful for, especially because it's like my first pregnancy. I feel like the only thing about this pregnancy that's a downfall is because there's still like a whole COVID pandemic going on. My baby's father is not allowed to go to any of the appointments with me. Like he hasn't been to one doctor's appointment with me. He couldn't even like go to urgent care with me or anything. Like when I first found out I was pregnant, like he can't be there. Like, and it makes me sad for him because I feel like he really can't experience what I get to experience. And then it does kind of make me feel like alone because I don't have my baby's dad right there next to me, like going through all the appointments with me. It's not that he doesn't want to be involved, it's that he can't because of COVID. And it's like, and during when I give birth, of course, no one else could be there. Only him. He's the only one that could be in the like labor and delivery room with me. So I mean, that's the only downfall so far, is having this baby during a pandemic. My due date is expected to be June 27th, which I'm jealous because I'm a winter baby. So like, but I'm actually kind of excited because like now for the birthday parties, like throw little pool parties, amusement parks, like park parties, you know, like, because my baby's a summer baby. But I think the baby will come early, but we'll see. But some complications that I've gone through in this pregnancy. So when I was going into the doctors to confirm my pregnancy and all that, they also, like, when they did an ultrasound just to see how far along I am and stuff, they noticed that I have an abnormal uterus. So a normal uterus is what they like to call a pear shape, and mine is a heart shape. So they call my uterus a bicornuate uterus, meaning that I pretty much have two uteruses. So I have the right horn and the left horn, and then I have one cervix. And so pretty much the baby is forming in my right horn. And so that pretty much means I'm at higher risk for miscarriage and preterm birth, just meaning that the baby could come earlier and not full term. So that's also why they want to keep an eye on me. I did go to the doctors like not that long ago, and they wanted to put me on this plan where they keep track of my cervix length. So then if they do see any signs of like me going into labor, they could give me like medication and steroids and stuff just to stop that from happening. But we'll see. I'll find out a little bit more on what they want to do at my 20-week anatomy scan, because I'm not 20 weeks yet. I'll be 20 weeks in like the beginning of February. But anyways, so they've been kind of just keeping a closer eye on my pregnancy because I am considered a higher risk pregnancy because of my uterus. So with that being said, the first few weeks like that, after I found out I was pregnant, I feel like I had a lot of bleeding. It wasn't like a lot, like I was going through like layers and clothes and stuff like that, but it wasn't spotting. It was enough to kind of worry me. So then I was in and out of the hospital a lot of the times because I was like, why am I bleeding? You know, like, I'm pregnant. And then so pretty much that's when they were like, oh, because you have a bicornuate uterus, since you have a pregnancy forming in one uterus, in the other uterus you don't have a pregnancy, so you're still kind of having like your regular like monthly cycle in that side, in my like left uterus, you know. And so I was like, I guess that makes sense, you know, like that's why I'm bleeding. And I haven't bled, like it was just kind of in the first few weeks. Like I've been okay now, but at first it was very alarming because like I'm a new mom, this is my first pregnancy, like I have this uterus that not a lot of women have, like it's an abnormal uterus. So I'm like, what the heck is going on? But then like it did kind of, at first I was like looking on Google and stuff, and it did scare me, make me overthink. But like now I'm at a point where I'm becoming more educated on my uterus and more aware, so I'm kind of more calm now. And then like it makes me feel better too, like when I do go to the doctors and everything's fine, it makes me feel a lot better, you know. But anyways, so that's kind of a complication that I've like had so far. But other than that, like everything's been going smoothly. Like I eat a lot. I feel like a lot of the main foods I crave is spicy food, like, and I'm like the type, like when it comes to spicy, I don't have like a high tolerance for it. Like I have to kind of eat mild, and if it is spicy, like I have to have like milk or water, like something there that I'm able to drink like all the time, you know, so like my mouth isn't as hot. But I crave a lot of spicy food. For a minute there, I was eating tahini with like That's all I wanted to eat was Tajín and fruit. Or literally I just freaking pour the bottle of Tajín in my mouth. Like, that's all I was eating. And things that I haven't really liked so far, I'm not sure. There's not really, I'm not a big, oh my gosh, I would love to eat hot Cheetos and like lemon juice or lime juice. I hate hot Cheetos right now. Like, they taste like paper to me right now. Like, I can't stand hot Cheetos. So I haven't ate hot Cheetos like since I've been pregnant. I feel like onions I could still eat, but they haven't been my favorite right now either. And I usually love onions. I'm trying to think of like other things. But so far, those are like, I guess, my few cravings, like, or foods I dislike or whatever. But other than that, like, I've been slowly starting to gain weight now. I take my prenatals every day. My prenatals are prescribed from the doctor, so I get them from like the pharmacy. And I feel like my hair's been growing, my nails have been growing, like, which is good. Like, I love it. Like, my hair used to be short, and like, if you look at my past videos, my hair was short, and now it's getting longer, so like, that makes me really happy. But a lot of women say after having their baby they have hair loss, so I'm not excited for that part. But those have kind of been, that's how my pregnancy's been. We have a gender reveal. Everything's kind of up in the air right now. Like, we have ideas, nothing's set in stone. It will happen, but it'll probably happen at the end of February. But I will record and document all of it, so then you guys will also get to know what gender it is. At first, I think I didn't really have a feeling it was a boy. I think I more so wanted a boy at the beginning. So I was like, yeah, it's a boy, blah, blah, blah. And my family's full of girls, so I was like, yeah, it's a boy. Like, I'm gonna get lucky. But now, like, just being further along in my pregnancy, I kind of feel like it's a little girl. Daddy wants a boy, of course. We do have a set name for a little boy. So in ways, I kind of do want a boy more than a girl, just because I feel like we already have more planned for a boy compared to a girl. Like, everything's still up in the air with girl names and all that. So I feel like if it's a girl, I'm going to be like, oh my gosh. But I feel like if it's a boy, I'm not going to know how to react. Like, I'm going to be so shocked. Like, what? Like, a boy? Like, me? Like, I got lucky with the boy? Like, what? Because like I said, like, boys are not at all common in our family. Like, it's all girls. Like, I have nothing but sisters and one brother. Like, all my little cousins are girls, you know? Like, girls run in our family heavy. Then on my man's side, I feel like it's kind of like both. It's like half and half. But anyways, can you guys tell I'm out of breath? Like, me being pregnant and me having asthma, like, I feel like I can never breathe properly. But anyways, guys, this video, I don't want to make it any longer than it already is. But I did want to update you guys on my life, and like, I do want to kind of share my experience with you guys. So I'm going to just leave this video how it is. And if you guys are currently pregnant or have any questions or anything, like, please let me know below in the comments. Like, I want to know your guys' experience also, and like, how it is for you having a baby during COVID, or how far along you are. Like, I just want to know. I need more mommy friends also. But anyways, like I said, if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Adrena. Who knows, maybe later in the future, like, I'll like know how to do this whole YouTube thing, so my videos will be better. I'll be more prepared, have better quality, audio, all that good stuff. But as of right now, I'm just doing this all from my phone, you know? So bear with me, hang in there with me. If you guys haven't watched my old videos already, go ahead and do so. You don't have to, but like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'm excited to share my pregnancy journey with you guys. And anyways, I'm gonna go because I feel like I need to get some rest. Like, I'm tired. But anyways, thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!